What's going on, guys? Mike back from Canadian Cards. Just wanted to pop on here. Many moons ago, in the infancy of my channel, I disclosed, or maybe I don't think I showed any of them off. I spoke about when I was a child. My grandfather spent some time in England when he was younger. And he collected tobacco cards because he was a smoker, and he collected sets, different subjects, different things. And I remember when I got into collecting in the early 70s, my dad said that we're going to go see your grandfather. He's got something for you. So I was pretty excited as a 6 or 7-year-old kid. Went there, and because I was collecting cards, he wanted to hand me down something that he collected. And I mean, they were all in a box, and they were British tobacco cards, complete sets, different stuff. And I'm gonna kind of do a mini series of showing them off. Probably gonna film several videos in one shot to show them off, but they're all from the 30s. Some are from the 20s. I remember as a kid not being overly excited about them because as a kid I was collecting hockey cards. Now, if he was going to give me a bunch of new hockey cards, that would have been exceptional. But as a 6 or 7-year-old kid, I didn't appreciate it. We're talking like 1971, 72. So I did not appreciate them. I got back into YouTube. I always tell the story with Garrett. I have a back room that is just loaded with stuff. Garrett always jokes that he wants to go through it with me one day when he comes for a visit. But I came across them, and I bought... obviously, now I have an appreciation for them. I wish I did at the time. Probably would have got me into vintage collecting earlier, but it didn't. I think young kids today, for the most part, collect what they see on TV, and that's what I did. So when I got handed this stuff, I was like, the hell is this? I mean, some of them are like birds of the world and stuff like that. So, but there's a few that are pretty neat. And, I kind of watch Andrew Nuff Said Cards. He collects a lot of early tobacco cards, different subjects, not necessarily sports. I've recently got into boxing, and a boxing set. The 38 Churchman was one of the sets that he collected. So that kind of spurned on this thought that I should maybe show them off a little bit, because although a lot of them aren't going to be interesting and you won't find them interesting, they're very cool looking. They're, over 90 years old. And I just think they're amazing, some of the artwork and stuff. So I'm going to turn the camera around, show off the first one. It's going to be a vintage soccer. Soccer's big right now, or British footballers. So I'm going to show that one off first, and then I'll continue along. And FYI, I don't know 90% of these guys. There are a couple of guys that I looked up that the name sounded familiar, and they're pretty decent cards. So I'll turn the camera around. Sit tight. Okay, guys, so we're doing this handheld. Like I said, I've got these. This is the 1934 Carreras Tobacco British footballers or soccer players card set, and it's 75 cards. You can get 15 on a page, the pages I bought. So, I mean, I know this guy, Alex James, only because it was card number 1. I looked him up, and he's like top 10 player for Arsenal of all time. It's going to be tough because I know a lot of guys probably aren't into this kind of stuff, but perhaps you know a name. That's what the back of them look like. A little write-up on them. They're just tiny. There's one card in here that I came across, and by all means, guys, if you see any that you happen to know of, please put the comments below. But they're pretty cool. And you get 15 on a page. So obviously there's only 5 pages of these, and I think they're in pretty good shape for, you know, the year. I mean, again, I don't know a lot of these names. Some of you may have turned it off already, but that's okay. I figure, you know what? It's a good opportunity to show them off. I actually gave a set to Garrett Card Cutter because one of them were naval uniforms of the world. And with him being in the Navy, I thought it was fitting that he has it. Now on this last page is where the big card is. I see it. So again, I don't know a lot of these, but I've surpassed the big card, but I'm going to hone back in. So the card is this guy right here, right in the middle. Stanley Matthews of, where is he from? Stoke City. So apparently this card is graded a few $100s. I don't know about the rest. I would have to look up and see who they are. So I might take something like this and the one from card number 1, maybe do a little bit of research and show them off. So I've got more that I'm going to show off, and I'm not going to do it all at once. I'm going to kind of, you know, maybe release one a month and just, just kind of show them off. They're pretty cool. Like I said, I never had an appreciation for them when I was younger. But now the fact that they're, 100 years old or close to it. I mean, they're 89 years old. 66, 1934. Yeah, they're 89 years old. So not bad shape. But anyways, guys, that's what I got. If you stuck with it, I appreciate it. I did a little 4-minute intro, and this is 4 minutes talking about them, but I'm sure the next ones will be like 4 or 5 minutes each. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're doing well. Take care.